Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks Live. You know me, Ranj, and I'm here with Vlad, Bulgarian Cowboy, just like usual. We're going to go over, take a last look at all the fights on the card. And some of these fights we're going to try to, if we have enough people in the chat, we're going to do a live Capper comparison with the the viewers in the chat. So that'll be fun. But nobody's here yet except for one person. But anyway, how you doing, Vlad?
I'm doing great. Pretty much thrilled for doing this video. Pretty much glad for this. So yeah,
I did catch some of your soccer today. I think you did a good job. Chelsea versus Leeds. Unfortunately, it ended up being a clean sheet draw, right? Yeah, but I think it was good. You did a good job for your first soccer, watch along.
Well, I hope fans are not going to have a hard time, because when I do soccer, I mustn't wear this and this, only flex. So only for MMA and boxing. That's me.
Yeah. Anyway, I think you did a good job. Okay. So, we have a bunch of fights to go over. Did you watch the weigh-ins? Well, you rewatched them?
I rewatched because I was busy.
Okay, good. All right, let's just I'm sure people will start coming into the chat as we go. So let's go get right into this. We got the first fight between Jason Witt and Matheus Semelsberger, the Jedi, taking on the Vanilla Gorilla. So originally, yeah, I'm sticking with the same. In the video, Capper comparison video, I did pick Jason Witt to win this by decision. The weigh-ins didn't change my decision. They both look good. They both made weight. They both seem to be in top physical shape. Who you got winning this fight? Semelsberger he's the favorite. Hey Dave, I'm glad you can make it. So yeah, Matheus Semelsberger is the favorite. He's expected to win. Minus 125 right now on Bet Online. I'm looking right at it. Yep. And Jason Witt is the underdog plus 105. I think that might be Jason Witt's older, 34. Semelsberger's 28. But and Jason Witt, he's kind of like he's been around the block. He had a loss to Takashi Sato, but he's coming off a win over Cole Williams arm triangle. So I don't know. I'm just going with it. He's got more experience, and that's why I'm taking. And plus, he's the underdog. I'm getting plus money, so I'm taking Jason Witt in that. I think he's going to get it done by decision. Nothing in the weigh-ins made me go any other way. Who do you got in this?
Switching to over 1.5, but if I have to pick one guy, I'm going to stay loyal to my first pick. So Matheus
Semelsberger. Good. I like when you. Yeah. Here it is. You took it. You took him the first time too. CNC, celebrities and classics. Everybody else took Jason Witt.
I don't believe in Witt, man. He's so unpredictable, as well as you could have already seen.
You know what? He trains at a better place. I don't know where Matheus Semelsberger trains out of Frederick, Maryland Clinch Academy. I don't know any. I looked on Typology. I don't know any of those people. But where Gloria MMA, that team is doing good. That's where Jason Witt, that's James Krause, Grant Dawson, Tim Elliott. That's a good training core there from Gloria MMA, and those guys, the Krause, he's got those fighters fighting well. So that's another reason I'm leading toward Jason Witt to take that fight. Okay, let's move on. Next, we have female strawweight fight between Jinh Frey, the Korean American, taking on Gloria de Paula. She's the one from Shootbox Diego Lima. I think she's with Maris Bueno Silva. Yeah, I think they're like a couple. And Mara Bueno Silva, she just came off that win. Was it like 2 weeks ago against Mara Borello. Am I right? Can you back me up on that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, Gloria is the 2-1 favorite, minus 200, 2-1 favorite. Yeah, for Gloria de Paula. Jinh Frey is plus 170 on the scales. On the stare down, Gloria de Paula, she was definitely a little bit leaner, taller, lengthier, like longer arms. But Jinh Frey looked rock diesel. Her abs they look like tough. She looked tough. Her arms were solid. She looked, remember when that Davis, just like Alexis Davis, remember she stepped on a scale, was it last week or the week before? And everybody was against her. That's what this kind of reminds me of. So I'm not betting this, but I'm picking de Paula just because, you know, I think she's the favorite. And plus Jinh Frey, I always saw her as like an atom weight. She was always like small for the strawweight division, but you know, UFC unfortunately doesn't have atom weight. But so that's as light as you can go as strawweight, 115. But I think Jinh Frey, her walk around weight is like 110. So she should be like a atom weight fighter. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Gloria de Paula because, you know, she's coming off the Contender Series when she's been, and Jinh Frey is coming off 2 back-to-back losses. One was against Luma Lukbunmi, and the other one against Kay Hansen. So I mean, she's kind of on a downhill skid. But then again, you got to think if she loses this, she might get cut. She probably will get cut. But yeah, I think I'm sticking with de Paula. Who you got for this?
I'm gonna stick with de Paula too, and yeah, despite Jinh Frey is riding on a downhill skid, I kind of have a hard time. Believing that she's going out for Gloria de Paula. Yeah, she's an atomweight fighter. That's one of the reasons why I picked against her. Unfortunately, she would have been great for ONE FC, for Invicta FC, and for such promotions, but for this, it's simply not gonna go the way she expects. And as a fan, I'm picking against her. So. Sorry.
Okay. Come on, Nora. I'm trying to make a video. All right. Stop being camera hog. Go. All right. Moving on. Next, we've got Nora. Come on. All right. This one, I want to do do we have enough people in here? We have 5 people. All right. We're gonna do a live Kape comparison on this one because I'm kind of after the weigh-ins. I'm thinking about flipping. We have the bantamweight fight between John. Well, they weighed in later, but I don't know what position it is, if it's a prelim or what. We have Jonathan Martinez taking on Davey Grant. Jonathan the Dragon Martinez comes in at a record of 13-3, and Davey Grant has a record of 10-4. Okay, the odds right now today. We got Martinez minus 320. That's insane. That's why I'm thinking about. Originally, I'd pick Jonathan Martinez. Okay, but after the weigh-ins today, I saw a last night. Davey Grant is substantial. He's got good inches on him. He was looking down to him. So, okay, here we go. We got Jonathan Martinez taking on Davey Grant. All right, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this guy so you can, Dave and the other 3 people. Okay. Jonathan Martinez is coming off 2 back-to-back wins. Thomas Almeida, that was a unanimous decision. And then before that, a flying knee to ground and pound against Frankie Saenz. Prior to that, he did lose a split decision to Andre Ewell, but a lot of people are saying that was kind of robbery. It could have went Martinez's way. Okay, Davey Grant, he's coming off. No,
he's coming off. Won that one.
Dangerous Davey Grant is coming off a TKO left hook win over Martin Day. So take that what you will. Martin Day is kind of a lackluster. He's not the best name to be in the UFC. But anyway, yeah, with the odds, minus 320 on Martinez. And during the weigh-ins, I'm telling you, Davey Grant was bigger, and he is tough. I don't think he's ever been knocked out. I don't think he's ever been finished. Am I correct? So there is no way I'm gonna put money on Martinez. Even a prop bet, I don't like it. So I might flip. I might originally. Oh, you had Martinez too. This is original. Originally, I had Martinez, a TKO in the second, trying to make that positive money. Nobody took Davey Grant. Full Capper consensus. Nobody took Davey Grant. So, is anybody taking Davey Grant today? No? Who you got, Dave? Are you still there? All right. How about you, Vlad? What do you think?
I'm going to stay loyal to Martinez, but I'm switching to my primary odd over 2.5 is going to be my primary odd, and the backup odd is going to be Martinez wins. But yeah, you are right. Grant looks scary. And Martinez, I don't know whether Martinez is going to finish him. I have doubts, man.
Right. Like I said, Davey Grant he's never been finished. I'm going to pull up his Tapology really quickly. Davey Grant, 10-4. Let's take a look at his losses. He lost to Manny Bermudez by he got submitted by Manny Bermudez. He got armbar by Damian Stasiuk, and he got his losses are the 3 of his 4 losses are by submission: rear naked choke, armbar, and triangle choke. But he's never been KO'd. He's never been knocked out, finished. And all his wins, he's got guillotine choke win, he's got armbar, rear naked choke win, decision win, decision. Then most recently, that left hook on Martin Day. Let me take a peek over at his opponent in the Dragon, Jonathan Martinez. Now he's got 3 losses himself. Let's see who he lost. That split decision to Andre Ewell, which I already mentioned, a unanimous decision to Andre Sukumtath, and then an illegal knee loss to Matt Schnell. Yeah, Jonathan Martinez should take care of Davey Grant. Just looking at his record, so. But the scales did have me nervous. For real, I'm not putting a bet on this. But I'm sticking with, I don't even got it right on the board. It's Martinez still. I was kind of on the fence, though, after watching that weigh-in. I want to see what the prop bets look like for Martinez. If I can get them propped up to a plus number, then maybe I will put something on Davey Grant, Jonathan Martinez. Because at minus 320, forget that. Okay. Martinez by, let's see, by KO, TKO, DQ is plus 225. Martinez by submission is plus 900. Method of victory, Jonathan Martinez by submission, plus 900. And what I say those losses to Davey Grant were? Submissions. Didn't I when I was reading them off?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I am gonna at plus 900. I know it was gonna be that big. I'll jump on that. I'm gonna take Jonathan Martinez by submission plus 900 straight bet. I'll just throw $10 at it because that'll make me $90. Place bet. Jonathan Martinez by submission. Thank you guys for letting me work that out in my head. Awesome. Okay. Hey, Aldoff. Thanks for your support. Okay. Let's move on. Next, I've got going up my sheet. The next show I had was we've got Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Rojo. Is this the other one I got? No, that's not. This is another one. I was kind of thinking about flipping, but I'm sticking with my original pick of Charles Jourdain. This was a full capper consensus, by the way. I'll quickly show you. Nobody picked Marcelo. Rojo. It's the bottom one. See that?
Please look at the chat, Capper.
What?
Look at the chat, please.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. What? What am I looking for?
Rojo will win.
Fight of the night, Jourdain sub. Yeah. Well, I agree with you now. I originally had TKO, but I'm switching that to I don't know. I still think he might be able to ground and pound Rojo. This Rojo, he's a Combate guy. Combate, the one in Guadalajara. This is his UFC debut. And he is, he fights with Entram Jiu-Jitsu. That's what Brandon Moreno fights out of there. The Charles Jourdain, he fights out of Canada. And his school, there's all amateurs except for him and his brother. His brother, Louis Jourdain, he's like a regional fighter. He does like a Canadian regional thing, I think. Or he does some sort of regional promotion. But everybody else on that Academia Pro Star MMA from Quebec, Canada, they're all over 30 amateur fighters listed on there. Whole bunch of Chuck Norrises, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But this Marcelo Rojo at the weigh-ins, he looked prime. He looked good. That's what, Jourdain looked better. Jourdain had a little bit of size onto him, a little bit of height, if I remember correctly. So the thing is, Jourdain, he's coming off that draw against Josh Coulibaugh, okay? And Josh Coulibaugh, isn't he kind of like a glass draw? Doesn't he I don't know. People are saying that Charles Jourdain should be able to have, a lot of people should be able to beat Josh Coulibaugh, and he brought him to a draw. Then before that, he had a split decision loss to Andre Fili, who Andre Fili's decent. So, what's your take on this here, Vlad? What do you think?
My prediction for this, I initially picked Jourdain, and I agree. I mean, listen, this is heavy pick for me because Rojo is heavily undermined. That's number one. So I'm going to say the fight. I'm going to say no distance. That's going to be my pick. And if I have to pick one guy, I'm going to be Jourdain. But I simply don't want to pick. I think Rojo is very underrated. So no distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna prop. I'm a degenerate. I'm gonna prop bet Jourdain by submission. I'm gonna check see what that is really quickly, since we're right on this fight. Okay. We got where is it? Marcelo Rojo, Charles Jourdain. Because he's a -250 favorite right now, Jourdain. So by submission, Charles Jourdain by submission plus 500. That's good. That's good. I'll do that. Straight bet. $10. If he does that, I win 50. Easy. Confirm bet. That's why it's called gambling. What's that?
Looks like a decent pick.
Yeah, I like it. All right, next one. This one is interesting. We've got a bantamweight fight between Rani Yahya and Ray Rodriguez. Now, this one, listen to this stuff. Everybody was high on Rani Yahya, okay? Everybody in the show, in the capper comparison, only Gianni the Greek, and he doesn't watch MMA. He's just a gambler. He takes the underdog almost always. He's the only one that took Rani Yahya. See the middle there? Everybody else took Rani Yahya. I took him by submission in the second. But after watching the weigh-ins, I might have to flip it or I'm going to stay away because he came to the weigh-ins with a bottle of water to rehydrate. He did make weight, but he was drawn out, sunken. I think he had a bad weight cut. Like he was sitting in the sauna just dehydrating himself. Because like I told you before, your body carries roughly 10 pounds of water weight. So if you need to lose weight, you can just sweat it out. That's how, when it's time to cut weight right before that's how they do it. And yeah, he looked he did make weight though, and if he is a veteran, so he probably does know how to re-energize, but I don't know. I'm just staying away from this fight because of that, how he looked on the scale. Who do you got in this Yahya versus Ray Rodriguez?
Initially, I've got Yahya, but right now there are two potential options. Either Rodriguez is going to finish him. I mean, if Yahya drags the fight to the ground, he is a submission specialist, and everybody knows that. But I think I'm going to flip. I think I'm going to flip to no distance. I kind of have a feeling that Yahya could be finished because he's going to be very slow on his
I think that's a good pick. I think it's either Yahya wins by submission or Ray Rodriguez knocks him out. I'm gonna put it the under, not under 1.5 though. I'm just same with you. Fight ends within inside the distance.
Yes.
I'm gonna see what that prop is. For fight ending inside the distance. Yeah, because Yahya, I was high on him all week until I saw him at the weigh-ins, and I'm like, man, I don't know. He doesn't look. This Ray Rodriguez looks ready to fight, and Yahya looks like he had a tough weight cut. So let's see. Fight to start round 3 is plus 100. Fight goes. Let's see. Fight goes the distance, plus 125.
No distance.
Huh?
Not.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Fight doesn't go the distance is even less. It's minus 155. So there's no. I don't make negative money bets. So there's not even a bet for me here unless I pick oh shit. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong shit. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Marcelo Rojo. Okay, here it is. Rani Yahya.
I agree with you, Dave. Run away from that fight. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna stay out of it. But I'm just curious as to what the fight. They don't even have they just have it. Oh, fight goes the distance is plus 155. So they don't think it's going to go the distance either. The bookies don't. Minus 185. So there's not even a bet in there for me. Even if I'm not trusting anything on Rani Yahya because after that weight cut. Okay. Next we've got Rafa Garcia, Nasrat Hapqarast, or Rafa Garcia. This is the replacement fight. I'm going to be honest, Vlad, you're going to have to break this one down because I have no idea who Rafa Garcia is. I don't know him from paint.
Well, so I watched Rafa Garcia at Combate, and his victory is over Humberto Bandenay, the all-time greatest Peruvian mixed martial artist who competes at UFC, who competed, and also
what's
he
defeated the guy's name?
Humberto Bandenay.
Okay.
Yeah, he is the greatest Peruvian, as much as I know. Then we got Esteban Payan. He defeated Esteban Payan, and Esteban Payan was my guest. And he praised Garcia's submission game. He said that he locks that body. He secures that body triangle well, and he was unable to escape, just like in the fight against Edgar Escarrega. Also against Eryk Gonzalez, it was a dominant performance. I can say that this guy is very good on the ground, very good with multi-plum, and very good with stamina, which might be tricky for Nasrat. But on the other side, we got Nasrat Hapqarast with very solid submission defense, with very solid takedown defense, and Nasrat is way better kickboxer. That's I'm going to say from a technical aspect of the game. So as long as Nasrat doesn't clinch up and keeps the fight within a kickboxing range, or as long as he keeps the fight long range, that should be an easy win for him. But anything other than that is gonna cause major problems to Nasrat. I think Nasrat hits harder, but if the fight gets dragged to the ground, gonna be a big problem. This guy could maul him out for 3 rounds or establish a body triangle and not let him slip out.
Well, I'll tell you what, the odds are the widest on the card. Nasrat Hapqarast is minus 360 favorite. Rafa, is it Rafa or Hafa? Is it like R or H?
If it's Mexican, should be Rafa, but I only know in Brazil it would be Hafa. Wait, I have a guy in the chat who knows that. Hold on.
Anyway, Mr. Garcia is plus 400.
Hold on, this guy is half Brazilian. He's going to know. P. Diz is going to know.
P. Dizzle?
Yeah, he is going to know. Is it Rafa or Hafa? I think I heard they calling him Rafa Garcia.
Hapqarast in a parlay. That might be happening, Dave. We're gonna make a parlay, a 3-leg parlay after we get through all these fights.
Hafa.
Hafa Garcia. He's a plus 400 underdog. That means 4-1. You put $10 on that, you win $40 back if Hafa Garcia wins. I'm staying away because I don't know Hafa from Rafa. I don't know from anything.
I'm gonna go with Nasrat, but very cautious pick. Very cautiously with Nasrat. I'm very unsure about this one.
Do you think Nasrat Hapqarast looks like a mini Calvin Gastelum?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that he looks is like his doppelganger, just a little different weight class. That's funny. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just I have no bet there. Well, we might be using Hapqarast in a parlay. We're gonna at the end of this show, we're gonna put together a 3-leg parlay with our most confident picks.
If you want to bet this one, put $2 on Hafa, then you're gonna get like $10.
How do you think he would do it, Hafa?
I don't know. He has to. If he wins, he has to win on the ground.
Did you say he submitted people down in where's he? Combate? Is he a Combate fighter?
Yes.
Was
if he wins, it has to be ground game. What?
You know what? I'm gonna pull up. Let me look at it. I haven't even looked at his Tapology. Because he was like he's the latest replacement there. Hafa Garcia. He's Mexican. Okay, let's see. 12-0. 12-0. I didn't know he was an undefeated fighter. Gifted Hafa. Yeah, these are all unknowns to me. They're all like Combate. They're all Mexican. Mexicali. I'm looking at Antonio Barajas, not Banderas. Barajas. Chase Gibson. Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with the Combate down there, so but this guy Hafa's undefeated though. Undefeated. I might have to sprinkle a little bit of something just because he's the biggest underdog on the entire card.
Maybe $1 to win $12.
Hold on, let me prop it out. Let's see. He's got unanimous decision. He's got some chokes. Rear naked choke round 1, rear naked choke round 2. Punches round 1, armbar round 2, heel hook, armbar. I'm doing it by submission. He's got a lot of wins by submission. Huh?
$1 to win like $12.
I'm gonna see what it is for submission win for this guy. Was it? There's Hafa. Yeah, I gotta find it now. There he is, Hafa Garcia. Oh, you can't open it up because it's still too new. Later on, when it's close to the fight. Right now, all I can do is bet winner, and it's plus 400. So I'm not going to do nothing yet. I don't. because Nasrat Hapqarast is a beast. That's why.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
And the word from BGG expert, he has no doubt tossing BGG. He's talking about Rafa.
What's that?
The word from
Oh,
BGG
yeah,
expert.
yeah. I'm sure he does that because those. He had like 6 victories. 4 of them were from rear naked choke, and the other 2 were. He had a heel hook in there. He had 2 arm bars. I don't know. He's good. All right, what we got next? Courtney Casey versus JJ Aldrich. This is the women's flyweight. Courtney cast iron Casey. It's coming off a loss to Jillian Robertson. She's with Drakkar Close. JJ Aldrich, she's coming off a loss against Sabina Mazo, who just lost last week or the week before. And I think Courtney Casey has a better gym. She's fighting out of MMA Lab. That's got Benson Henderson, Sean O'Malley, Alex Caceres, Kyler Phillips. That's a better gym. JJ Aldrich fights out of the Freedom Fighters. I'm not familiar with who trains out of there. So I don't know, female MMA. A lot of people don't like it. I like it, but who do you got in this? I'm taking Courtney Casey only because of her. I like her. She's got 8 losses, which is that's a misleading record. Her losses are from top tier female fighters, you know. So who do you got in this female fight between Courtney Casey and JJ Aldrich?
I would also favor Courtney, despite she's an underdog, but I can't bet against left-handed fighters. So it's so hard to bet against left-handed fighter, and JJ is left-handed. So let's go with over 1.5.
That's biased. That's so biased. That's just biased. That's like me. I would take Jinh Frey because she's Korean American, right? That would be biased. But I'm just going to take JJ Aldrich because she's lefty, like me, because she's southpaw. That's funny. That's whatever.
Similar fighting style to me, man. I mean, if Courtney drags her to the ground, that's the end of the match. But we will see.
Macy Barber knocked her out. JJ Aldrich. She did have a win against who's that? Lauren Mueller.
Let's go over 1.5.
Oh, that's.
I hope Aldrich. Listen. If you say, listen, lad, you got to pick one girl. I kind of believe this is clash of 2 different styles, but I would pick Aldrich, maybe give her 51%, but I'm going to go with over 1.5. I mean, oh man, kind of hard to pick against her.
I hear you, man. I don't know on this. I'm just going with Courtney Casey because, you know, she's got like I said, her losses are good. I like her losses. You know, let me see. I'm going to open her Tapology up just so rather quickly. Courtney Casey. Oh man, you know she's with Drakkar Close. I think they're married, maybe. And from what I heard from Clint, once after she got married, that's when her losses started building up because she's like that. I heard she's from. I want to say she might have left MMA Lab after. Because Drakkar Close does not train there. So if they're married, yeah, she does have a ton of losses, though. But they're like Claudia Gadelia, Joanne Calderwood, Felice Herrig, Michelle Watterson, Cynthia Calvillo, Jillian Robertson. They're all big name losses. You know what I mean? Everybody's, you know, she beat Angela Hill and she beat Mara Borello, armbar. Angela Hill by split decision. Jessica Aguilar, she beat. Randa Marcos, she beat. There's a name. You know, so I don't know. It's a female fight. It's kind of coin flip for me. I just picked Courtney Casey because she's the underdog and that plus money. I'm a degenerate plus money junkie. So, you know.
And you're telling something to me. I'm a degenerate southpaw junkie.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep, we got to make our choices somehow. Southpaw, check it off. Good enough for me. No, I'm passing on that fight, but I'm for Tapology because I pick a pick for everything on Tapology. Tapology, I'm going to take Courtney Casey by decision. I know, bud. I try to justify everything. That's just how I am. All right. Let's move up the card. Next, we've got Eryk Anders taking on Darren the Dentist Stewart. Now, this one is interesting because I flipped. I flipped my pick after the weigh-ins. All right. I'll show you. Originally, I've got it's the bottom one. I've got Darren Stewart by decision. See that? But I crossed, and that the capper majority, all those guys, Just Bleed, Greedo, Parla, all of them took Darren Stewart too. And then after watching the weigh-ins, I flipped. I'm taking Eryk Anders now. He's the underdog. He looked like a superhero. He looked incredibly in shape. He's bigger than Darren Stewart too. Or yeah, the dentist. He's bigger than dentist Darren Stewart too. I have it. I want to look at it. That's the Nasrat Hapqarast. I want to look at him again, but I'm pretty sure. There it is. Eryk Anders, Darren Stewart. Yeah, I'm watching the stare off, right? The face offs right now. Darren Stewart comes in first. They're shaking hands, and look at he's just stop. He's got 3 inches on him. His arms, I mean, their bodies are pretty much very similar. They're both, but yeah, I know. This is the thing. Darren Stewart has that more, that more the fighting background because Eryk Anders comes from football, Alabama. He played linebacker. He won a national championship with college football. He got drafted.
Yes, I know really well both guys.
So this is a tough one. Like I said, I flipped. I might flip back. I don't know. It's very close to call. The reason I flipped is because that weigh-in, I was like, man, Eryk Anders looks good. I didn't, nothing to fade against Darren Stewart, except I didn't realize Eryk Anders was bigger. I thought they would match up eye to eye. Eryk Anders has a little bit of height on him. So what's your call on here, since you know both these guys very well?
Eryk is better with pushing the fight against the cage, while Darren Stewart kind of reminds of a Krzysztof Jotko with his striking, and Jotko fighting style not gonna work good for Eryk Anders. So I'm staying with Stewart.
You think it's going to be a hug? Dave thinks it's going to be a hug out. He's gonna give points by control time by just.
Well, if somebody gonna go with points with control time in this fight, that's gonna be Eryk. Eryk likes to fight hard, but Stewart kind of reminds of a Krzysztof Jotko.
How about who do you think's got? Let's do this. Who do you think's got the edge? Let's do your what's it called? What's it? Chudesno. What is it? Your thing. Chudesno. Yeah. Let's do that right now with these guys, Eryk Anders and Stewart. Okay. So first of all, we got clinch game. Yeah. Who do you guys got? Clinch game. Anders. Okay. One for Anders. Anybody else?
Clinch game Anders for me. Yeah, come on, guys. Clinch game. Darren Stewart or Anders with clinch game. Come on, guys.
I'm taking Anders too for clinch game.
Everybody's saying Eryk. You see? Everybody's saying Eryk.
Yeah, this is how we're going to figure it out. So, Anders. Oh, yeah. Phenomenally. Okay, what's the next category?
The next category is striking.
Striking.
Yeah. Let's go with striking. Stewart.
Yeah, you know what? I think Stewart too on striking.
Stewart. I know Eryk Anders is left-handed, but sorry, Eryk. Stewart is better striker.
So what we got?
Stewart. People sleeping on Stewart with striking. See?
Okay, so we got. When did it start? At BC Dave at this one, Stewart on striking.
Yeah.
Did that? Okay, so we got 1 for Stewart, 2 for Stewart, 3 for Stewart. So 3. And who'd you say? Who do you got for striking? Vlad.
Stewart.
Stewart. Me too. So far, it's Anders has clinch and Stewart has striking. What's next?
BJJ submissions.
BJJ
Stewart.
and submissions. That one's tough, man, because Stewart's he's out of the UK MMA clinic. I don't know. Eryk Anders. Oh, news. Here's news. This is another reason why I flipped news. Clint, I watched Die Hard podcast. I'm a big fan. He said,
BJJ Darren. You see, BJJ expert says BJJ Darren.
Okay. We have anyway. Clint from Die Hard MMA podcast said Eryk Anders quit his Spartan training facility and now he's at Fight Ready. That's where Henry Cejudo came from, Fight Ready gym. And he said ever since he moved there, he's a different person. He's a different fighter. Coming out, he was fighting out of Alabama where he played football, out of Spartan MMA or something with nobody. Now he's at a real gym that produces real fighters called Fight Ready. I'm not sure where it is, but I heard this from Clint on his post weigh-in show. And Clint is also taking Eryk Anders in this. So, anyway, back to this. Starting BJJ, who we got? BJJ. When did that start? Did it start here? Right there? Okay, so we got BJJ 1 for, then we got 1 for Eryk. What's your pick?
BJJ is Stewart.
Stewart, that's who you got?
Stewart, you see?
Yeah. Okay, Stewart wins the BJJ. Now you got what? Wrestling?
Wrestling. I don't know. I would be neutral this time. I don't know, man. Wrestling. I really don't know. It's kind of flip coin. I don't know. Both are okay with wrestling, but Fabinski was throwing Darren Stewart to the ground many times with those judo throws, but I don't know. It's like this. I'm unsure with wrestling. I would go like.
Which thumb is Eryk Anders and which one is Stewart? Wrestling, okay. I don't know either. I'm gonna assume Eryk Anders because he's bigger and he's at a better gym. So that I'm going for wrestling. I'm saying Eryk Anders for wrestling. Wrestling both or just Eryk. How about that? Just Eryk. All right, we got 2 for wrestling for Eryk Anders. Anybody else? Oh, Dave. All right, we'll give wrestling to Eryk Anders. So it's 2 categories to 2 categories. 1 category left, right? That's cardio.
I don't know. This is also tough, but Stewart fought well against Holland with cardio. I'm going to go with Stewart.
He did, yeah. He had a split decision loss against Kevin Holland. That was his last fight.
He was not bad at all, man. Going to go with Stewart with cardio. But Eryk has good cardio too. But against Jotko, he showed that he slows down in round 3. Going to go with Stewart.
What do you think the over and under on this is? I'm going to take the over. I think this is going to last out. I don't think none of these guys, they're too tough to get knocked out. and I don't think they're good enough to sub each other. Like, I mean, that's a good one. I think it's going to go to decision though. All right, so cardio. We got Stewart, huggy time. I hear you. Round 3, you're just going to see two guys hugging each other. That's why it's going to go to decision. I just hope the guy I pick for is the top hugger, the guy that's hugging on top.
Everybody giving cardio advantage to Stewart. Check
the
chat.
So the Jourdain, I guess, is won by Stewart then, because he's got 3 categories to Anders. Anders got the clinch and the wrestling. Yep. So Stewart is all right. Nora, come on. Yeah, that was my cat. You want to show the cat to Vlad? He likes cats.
Hey, kitty.
This is our cat. Her name's Nippet.
Hey, can I kiss that cat, please?
Kitty. Do the meow. All right.
She's not reacting. Oh, she's so cute. I must kiss that cat.
you really? Like cats, huh? You like cats, Vlad?
Yes, they're the cutest animals in the world.
Every time when Ricketts comes on, you're always like, "Oh, you're a friend with the cats here." Stewart won the Chudeska. That's the little cat. There's the little cat emoji. Yeah, Stewart won the Chudesno. Was it Chudesno? How come I can't say that right?
Chudesno.
Yes. Yeah, Stewart won the Chudesno, but I'm gonna go with the underdog because he's plus money. I'm taking Eryk Anders. I'm gonna take him by decision.
Range, you've got a very nice cat.
Thank you. That's what she said. Okay. Yeah, my pick is gonna be. I'm gonna see what the prop is for Eryk Anders by decision. That's, I think, how the fight is gonna go. You're taking Darren Stewart to win this, Vlad?
David Stewart.
Okay. Eryk Anders by points plus 275. Man, that's not as big as I thought it was going to be. You know, I think I'm just gonna. It's okay to pass. I'm gonna pass on this and not be a degenerate. Only because I'm nervous. I don't know which. It's we had to do what Chudesno, and I'm still nervous. I didn't like how it was a close one too. What? I don't know. Okay, moving on up the card. Oh yeah, here's the other one I had. Okay, this is a live capper comparison. We've got Matheus, Nicolau Pereira, I think it is, against Manel Kape. Kape, or might be Kape. Kape. You said Kape, right? Did you say Kape?
Yeah, let me ask who it is.
How does he know? He's Portuguese. Oh, yeah, Portuguese. Yeah.
I think Kape.
Kape, like C-O-P. Kape. Okay. Nicolau versus Kape. Okay. Matheus Nicolau is 15-2-1 as a professional. He fights out of Nova União, right? Am I saying that right, P-Diz? Nova União?
That's correct. I'm not Brazilian.
I'm asking P-Diz. He's Brazilian, right?
Yeah, Brazilian.
Nova União. They have like people like Renan Barrio, Jose Aldo, and another guy, Leonardo Santos. Do you know who that is? Leonardo Santos?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know him, but you know what? He's fighting next week, and I got him to beat Grant Dawson next week. Anyway, Manel Kape, he's fighting out of some place in Portugal that I've never heard of. I couldn't even pull it up on Tapology.
Oh, what's the place name?
Versus team in Oporto, Portugal.
Porto.
But I don't know. That's according to Tapology, so it could be for real. It could be in the States now. I have no idea where he's fighting out of. But I'll show you on Tapology. When I pull it up, it says the versus team for Manel Kape.
Porto. I don't know that place. Never
I know they
heard of it.
They have a good soccer team. You should know that.
Yeah, Porto. Porto has a great soccer team.
That's a Porto. Yeah, that's a good soccer team in Portugal.
They played European League, I think.
Yeah, and they're in the was the Euro or the Champions League? Not Champions League, the Euro League, right? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Be back in 20 seconds, just to take water. In 20 seconds.
Thank you, Bryce. Drink. I know it's too early to drink. This is we have a Dave. We got a drinking game. Every time Vlad gets up, that's it. Drink. Tip it back. Okay, so let's go, guys. We're gonna start. Yeah, did you get a drink?
Yes.
Porto is in the Champions League. Oh, thank you, Crazy Ginger. Okay. Anyway, back to this now, guys. Go ahead. I'm gonna start writing these down. Just throw your picks up on the chat, and I'll write them down. Okay. All right. Whenever you're ready. All right. We have Matheus, Nicolau, Manel, Kape. Just throw your picks. We got Star Boys, a 15-5 fighter. Nicolau, 15-2-1. They both looked even on the scales. Okay, Dave is taking Nicolau.
Kape.
P. Diz taking Kape.
Kape.
Who you got, Vlad?
Kape.
You got Kape? Yes. Okay. Bryce D. Manel Kape by TKO. Good. I like the prop. I like the method. Okay. So far we got 3 taken. This so far. We got Vlad, P. Diz, Bryce taking Kape. Only Dave taking Nicolau. Let me tell you something. Nicolau, his last fight was a victory, unanimous decision in Brave CS. That is Brazilian promotional, right? Brazilian promotion. He fought and beat Philippe and Frey. Are you familiar with him, Vlad? Philippe and Frey? I don't know Brave.
I've heard of him.
Brave Combat Federation. This is his UFC return, meaning he was in the UFC. He got cut with a 3-1 record as a UFC fighter, but I heard that when he got cut with like a fleet of 125 pounders. Like he got cut with a bunch of them because Dana was trying to free up some money. For real, that's honest. What I heard from somebody. You know, Dana White likes to get $10,000 a night hookers. So that's true story, and that's more than he pays some of his fighters. True story. He pays a lady of the night more for one night than he'll pay a 125-pound flyweight for a year. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah. See? Yep. Anyway. Nico's last what's this say? Nico's last fight at 125 was the Dustin Ortiz TKO. Does anyone know why he fought at 135 after that? I have no idea. I mean, he looks like his walking around weight is 125. I don't know why he would move up. But I guess everybody's guys in here. Everybody's going for Crazy Ginger. What's your pick? Kape or Nicolau? Jake Holden. Make a pick. Gun to head.
Ginger picked Kape. Kape for Ginger. Kape.
He did?
Yes, Kape.
All right. That's enough. 4-1. Taking the favorite, Manel Kape. He is a favorite at -115. They're both minus numbers. It's a flip-flop. So we got Kape -115, Nicolau -105. But I don't know. That last fight with Manel Kape, he looked like he doesn't have enough action. He's too passive. You know what I mean? He's just too. He doesn't look. He didn't. Maybe he sputtered in the third round when he already lost, because he lost round 1 and 2 for lack of action by just sitting there staring at who'd he fight? Who'd he fight last, Vlad?
I forgot.
Alexander Pantoja. And that fight,
Pantoja.
Yeah, I watched that fight, and there was no action from Manel Kape the first 2 rounds. Third round, he started coming out. People are saying, "Oh, this is first UFC fight coming out of Ryzen." He was a Ryzen. In Ryzen, he was a beast. He knocked out his last 3 opponents. He was a champ, wasn't he? Over there in Japan,
I think he was.
He was. But that Pantoja fight, he didn't impress me at all. So I don't know here. I'm still kind of on the fence.
Rule change, Range. Rule change. In Rising, kicking the grounded opponent, knee in the grounded opponent is allowed.
Oh. Maybe Jan should go to playing. No BJJ. Yes. Good point, Dave. Nicolau, black belt. BJJ, black belt. Kape, white belt or blue belt, maybe. I don't think he has 0 ground game, I heard from cappers. I heard that. I heard Kape has no ground game. Do you know anything about Manel Kape's jiu-jitsu? If we did the Trujezno, I think
not much. Nicolau would win. Nicolau better in BJJ.
Yeah, legit black belt. Thank you. That's why I'm siding with Dave here. I'm gonna write. Yep. And I am taking Matheus Nicolau by submission. Yeah, I think he's going to take it to the ground, and Manel Kape's going to flop around like a fish, and Nicolau will get the submission. Fighting out of that brave Brazil. You have to know how to submit somebody in Brazil. That's just right, Pete is. Second degree. What's that say? Second degree in my mind. In BJJ, he's good. Yeah, exactly. And Manel Kape, not so much, I don't believe. I don't know. So, yeah, there you have that. Will, we disagreed on that one, but I'm feeling better about my decision. Thank you, Dave, for refreshing my memory about his BJJ black belt. Let's see what the prop is for that by submission. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm getting toward the end. Okay. Matheus Nicolau Pereira by submission is plus 500. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Straight bet. Here's a $50 winner. $10 to make 50. Place bet. Done deal. Confirm. Okay. All right. thank you guys. Thanks for keeping my degenerate betting habit alive. Moving on, we've got the here we are. This one's another tough fight, tough one. Dan Ige taking on Gavin Tucker. Dan 50K Ige comes in with a record of 14-3. Gavin Tucker, Governor, one of the best nicknames ever. Governor. Hello, Governor. He is 13-1. He's coming off that great win against Billy Q. It wasn't a great fight. It was kind of slow, but he come out as the winner, unanimous decision. Before that, he choked out Justin James, the Guitar Hero. I want to say guillotine. I could be wrong. Could have been. I think it is a guillotine. I didn't write it down. I don't know. And before that, he won against Sung Woo Choi. Yeah, and I was high on it because I'm biased on Asian fighters, and Sung Woo Choi, I was high on that. Yeah, and Gavin Tucker took care of Sung Woo Choi too. His only loss was against Rick Glenn, and that was a unanimous decision if I'm correct. So Dan Ige, he's coming off the loss against Calvin Kattar. All right, Norm, they've seen the cat enough. Yeah. So who you got in this fight, Vlad? Who you take? Tucker. Just any reasons behind that?
Reasons is behind the upsets in the last few outings. Plus, he showed an outstanding level of power and wrestling in his last fight. I was just blown away by his amazing power and wrestling.
He's a lot of people are saying Ige in the chat. Ige has a 5-inch reach advantage. I don't remember noticing it in the weigh-ins, but let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, there he is. Dan Ige. He comes out, shakes Sean Shelby's hand, freeze. Yeah, you can't tell that Dan Ige's you can't tell by, they're shaking hands or anything. Do the fist. Come on, Tucker, raise your fist. I don't know. But I do know Dan Ige's Hawaiian, and they're known to have tough chins. They're known to be able to take a punch. That's what makes me nervous on this. But I'll show you the original capper thing. I did take Tucker by decision, and he was the overwhelming majority winner on that. So you have Tucker, actually. Me too. Yeah. So I'm going, look at that. I don't know, though. Look at P-Diz. Got to go with Ige. I'm not betting this one. I'm just pass on it. It's too close. It could go either way. I don't feel comfortable. But on Tapology, I'm taking Gavin Tucker to win by decision. Because do you do the Tapology thing, Vlad? Do you make your? Oh, it's fun. It doesn't cost anything. You just make your picks and you get ranked. If you get the full card, you'll be a black belt in Tapology.
I'm just doing this for my fans. I'm already doing a lot of this. So
I know it's just fun. I like it to keep me on pace. It's like that gun to head. You have to pick a side. That's what it forces me. So if I have to pick a side, I'm taking Gavin Tucker by decision. But I'm not putting any money on that fight. It's too close to call. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it with my Bitburger and popcorn. Okay.
And with your meow mate.
Huh?
And with your meow mate.
With my meow mate, with Nip It, with my cats. I have another cat too, Boo Boo. That's a big fat one. Anyway, let's get to the main events here. We've got light heavyweight fight between Misha Cirkunov. He's taking on Ryan Spann. Okay, Superman Spann came in, bad weight cut, missed weight. He was wrapped in towel, comes straight out of the sauna. So you know he was trying hard to get that. He missed by half a pound too. He got into the box of shame. That's where you have to strip down to absolutely nothing. And he still did not make weight. In the face-off, could not even look at Misha Cirkunov in the eye. Just kept looking down, looked right down like he was already defeated. I could see it in his face. I'm willing to put. The thing is, Misha Cirkunov though, he's glass jaw. He got knocked out by Ottman Azatar by a love tap. I'm sure it was Ottman Azatar. I saw because I watched Diary of a Gambler. He's a UFC. He's a handicapper. He makes picks, but he does long extended videos. And let me pull up the Misha Cirkunov. And he showed a little GIF, the little GIF, the little like a 3-second, and he kept showing it of Volkan Ozdemir knocking this guy out in the first round, 28 seconds by a little tap. It was kind of in the back of the head, but still, I don't know. He's susceptible to get knocked out, this guy. However, not by a weak, drained Ryan Spann. A weak, drained Ryan Spann won't be able to. He might faint on his way walking up to the cage. It's happened before, but not to him. But it's happened before. And Johnny Walker kicked his butt. That's correct. He sure did, and that's why it messed with his. That if you watched my Kape comparison pick, I explained how that messed with his mental stability. Like if it put him in a depression, that loss. He canceled his social media, cut his Instagram, cut his Twitter. But then after he came back to his senses, or somebody maybe had a talk with him or something, he brought all that back. And so I think Ryan Spann might be just doing this just for a paycheck, a quick, I need some money. Because if you watch the face-off, no eye contact with Ryan Spann. Looking down on the ground. Already
face off.
Huh?
It was not a face off, it was face down.
Yeah, exactly. It was a face down. You are absolutely correct. He does have he did take a long layoff with a torn bicep, but doesn't matter. He's gonna super spam Ryan Spam. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm good with that Misha Cirkunov by submission. He's like in my video, I stole it from Fight Night Picks, but they said the ground is water and Misha Cirkunov is a shark in that water. If you go to the ground, he's going to submit you. Yeah. And Ryan Spann might just fall right on his face going into the ring. So he's definitely going to the ground. Yeah, all day. Most confident pick on the card right there, Misha Cirkunov. Anybody else? Any follow-up comments to that? You're with me, right? Vlad, you're all.
No. Misha.
Yeah. Misha does train at Extreme Couture. Yeah. Not the one in Vegas, though. It's the one in Toronto. Whole bunch of Chuck Norrises up there. Whole bunch of, when I say Chuck Norris, I mean like that's the picture they use at Tapology when you don't have a fight picture. When you don't have your own picture, they just put that picture in. So, yeah, Misha all day. All right, you guys ready to move on to the main event? Yep, sounds good to me. We've got Leon Rocky Edwards taking on Belal, remember the name, Muhammad. They both come in with 18-3 records. And Leon Edwards minus, what is it today? I'm going to pull it up because I didn't. I know before it was minus 266 favorite. And today he is at hold on. We're just going to, I don't know. It's not, oh, there it is. 263, minus 263 favorite in Leon Edwards, over 2-1 favorite. So, In the stare down, Leon Edwards was a little bit bigger. They were both intense. Well, no. Remember, the name was much more intense. He was mean mugging him. He would not stop staring at Leon Edwards. I'm gonna see if I can even pull it back up again. It's there it is. And he had the craziest after their look at that. Look at the stare. But Leon Edwards is staring down. He's staring down at Belal Muhammad. But then after they stop, Belal Muhammad's still staring at him as they turned around to pose after the stare face down. And Belal Muhammad has this stop, pause. He's got doing this. Like, let me see the streamer. He's doing this with his mouth like this. It's like, I don't know. I can't do it. But he does this crazy. He's doing this crazy face. Yeah, like Popeye. I don't know. I don't know. But it's awesome. It's awesome. It's like he had like a sunflower seed stuck in his teeth or something. That's what it looked like. Anyway, he may be. You're correct. He wasn't overly impressive. Who was Diego Lima? Yeah, and it was a decision victory. Diego Lima should have been. He's got a soft chin. A unanimous decision, says P. Diz. But yeah, I am the contrarian here because I like the plus 226 here. I like the value, like Johnny the Greek. But man, it's I'm uncomfortable doing it. But I'm a gambler because look, here's the thing. From just me and two other cappers. Everybody else is taking Leon Edwards, but of course they're gonna because he's the super favorite. Minus 266. We got everybody. Decision, TKO, decision, TKO, decision. What you got, Vlad? What you got? What's your pick on this?
The fight advances into championship rounds. This is my pick. I think both of these guys are not going to go down easily. So the fight will advance into championship rounds, go like over 2.5 or over 3.5. I made a detailed breakdown, but the way I see it, Belal is a very good wrestler, but Leon actually has good takedown defense. Plus, I see Leon as a better striker. I see Leon as a good leg kicker. I kind of see Leon winning, but not going to be an easy win. I'm not, not a big fan of Leon, but I'm going to pick him for this one. I doubt he's going to stop Belal. Maybe in championship rounds, maybe, but within the first 3 rounds, I doubt. So I say the fight heads into championship rounds.
I think some people are in agreement. Belal's legs, though. Yeah, he was getting those leg kicks from Diego Lima. And Leon Edwards has much stronger leg kicks than Diego Lima. Diego Lima's, shoot box Diego Lima. He's more of a jiu-jitsu. He's a BJJ guy, isn't he? He's a grappler.
I know, yes.
I'm just, I'm only doing it as a gambler. My head says take Leon Edwards, but my greed says take Belal Muhammad. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still going. Yeah, I'm still sticking with it. I'm going to stick with Belal Muhammad just because. I mean, I'm not confident. That's my least confident pick on the card because he's such an underdog. But yeah, I'm going with that. You guys are right though. Leon Edwards probably will come out on top. Look at. It's going to be like Randy Couture versus Gabe Gonzalez.
Gonzaga.
Huh?
Gabriel Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Old fight UFC 74.
So, yeah, we just covered pretty much everything. Now, Vlad, what is your most confident fight on this whole card? If you have $20, you can put it on one side, one fighter, 2 win straight out. You can take the super favorite in
Angie.
Who?
Angie.
Nasrat Hapqarast?
Angie.
Oh, Angela Hill. Yes, we didn't talk about that. Let's talk about Angela Hill fight. There we go. Thank you. Somebody remind you of that, or just
Many people ask me who is my most confident pick. It's Angie because she trains with Wilson Hayes, and there's no way Ashley Yoder gonna out-grapple her.
No, but you know what? Ashley Yoder never been finished in her life, and when it gets to decision, judges don't like.
I'm picking against the left-handed girl. Just to know, Ashley Yoder is left-handed, and I'm picking against her.
Yeah, just to know, Ashley Yoder never been finished. Only losses come to decision. All her wins, she has more. She's won by decision, but she's also won by other ways. But she has never been finished. And Angela Hill, she doesn't have good luck when it comes to the judges. Judges don't like her. I don't think they like her afro. And hey, I don't know what it is, but she's lost. She's had 3 robbery decision losses, I think. 2, at least two. Let's pull. Because I covered this fight before. That's why I didn't cover it this week, because, it should have already been done. But let's open it up. We got a little bit of time. So Angie Hill, where is it? Is it still? There it is. Angela Hill, Ashley Yoder. 9 losses for Angela Hill. The most recent ones, split decision, Claudia Gadelha. I heard that was a robbery. Michelle Waterson, that was a robbery. I had bet Michelle Waterson. I felt guilty kind of collecting, not really, but I did, that was a robbery too. So Ashley Yoder, never been finished. Pull her up. Let's see. She has, just like the other girl, just like Courtney Casey, listen to these names that beat Ashley Yoder. Okay, by decision too. Lavinia Souza, unanimous decision. Randa Marcos beat her, split decision. Win. Mackenzie Dern, split decision. She had the first match in the Ultimate Fighter against Angela Hill, where Angela Hill came out with a unanimous decision. Then she lost to Justine. Before that, she lost Justine Keech, unanimous decision. And the rest, like exhibition bout. But anyway, everybody she's lost to is top tier. Angela Hill, yeah, she'll probably win, but did you see the odds?
Yeah.
Angela Hill is a favorite, minus 360 favorite. Ashley Yoder, underdog at plus 295. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to see Ashley Yoder by decision, because that's kind of the way I'm leaning. Plus 425. $5 bet. Why not? Sprinkle it. Sprinkle a little bit. Sprinkle 5 to win 2150. Place bet. Confirm. There you go. Let's go, Ashley Yoder. Surprise everybody. And everybody for the past 3 times this has been covered, everybody's real high on Angela Hill, and I'm just, I agree. Randa Marcos she is one of the most overrated women. I agree. I don't think so. I don't think that's true, but go ahead. All right, so I hear you. Not worth betting, but $5. It's like a scratch off, right? All right, so that's your most confident pick on the card. My most confident pick, as I told you, is Misha Cirkunov. So let's
Cirkunov number 2.
Let's make a 3-leg parlay. We're gonna use. I'm not using that Angela Hill, so I already got a bet in Yoder. So you got to pick somebody else. You pick a leg, I'll pick a leg, and then the chat room can try to whatever they throw up. My pick is Misha Cirkunov. That's one leg of the parlay is Cirkunov. Okay. And who's your pick? Not Hill. I don't want Hill. This is the parlay I'm betting in. Right now, I'm gonna place this bet. Hill by Hill. I know, but I don't know. Who?
You have it in the chat.
Yeah, Angela, Misha, and Manel Kape. Manel Kape. No, Matheus Nicolau is gonna get that. I will. You want to do it, Gavin Tucker? Man,
Okay, we can switch for Gavin Tucker, but I'm more confident in Kape. Sorry.
he's got no ground game, Vlad. You're
I
just
know.
going by because he's a striker. But that Nicolau is going to take him to the ground, submit him.
If he takes him to the ground, goodbye, Manel.
Oh, how about Nasrat Hapqarast? That's a.
I'm afraid. I think Nasrat wins, but I'm afraid about that fight. The other guy is very good on the ground. I'm afraid a lot, man.
That's a good one right there. See that? Crazy Gingers. Hapqarast, Gloria de Paula, Martinez. I like all three of those people. But I want Cirkunov in there. So do you object to any of those three right there? You got all them. Don't you have
The
Martinez?
Paula is okay. The Paula is okay. And Martinez is okay.
I'll switch.
Sounds okay.
There you go. Switch Angie for Nasrat. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. I'm gonna put it in the bet in as I'm talking about it, so we can see the odds. And we're gonna do it through Bovada. Bovada shows you the odds before you place the bet. Like on parlays, where bet online, you put it in there, it's not going to show you the odds though, just until you can figure it out with a calculator. But Bovada puts it right out there for you. So log in and all right, we got Hapqarast. He's training with Khabib and George St. Pierre. What? Okay, that's awesome. That's true. All right. UFC MMA. We've got oh, how about Jason Witt? How about that? You like Jason Witt? No? You don't feel comfortable with that? Oh, you like Semelsberger. That's right. That's right. Okay, so all right. Nasrat minus 500, biggest favorite on the card. He better be a sure thing. Pretty much for that price. Okay, Misha Cirkunov minus 140, and the last who we want? Want Martinez? Who's our last leg of this parlay?
Was it a Martinez?
Martinez? You want Martinez or De Paula? Gloria De Paula or Martinez? One of those two. I don't know. Jinh Frey looked, man, it's so tough because Jinh Frey looked good. She looked, and I'm worried about that Alexis Davis type thing that happened. Remember? Alexis Davis?
Martinez.
Against Davey Grant, right? Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. Where is it? Yahya. If he didn't have a bad weight cut, he would be my last leg. Okay, Martinez minus 335. So you combine. It's not that good, guys. It's not that good. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna copy. Okay, and with that parlay we just talked about plus 167. I mean, because they're all huge favorites. Yeah, absolutely. Yahya looked drained. You're right. That's why I don't trust that bet. Yeah, that's why. I love the picture. That's why he's minus 500, I think. Yeah, we can switch. Yeah, let's switch out Martinez. and put in Paula, Gloria Paula. Let's see what that looks like. Minus 200. It'll be a little bit better. There we go. Plus, okay, a plus 209, guys, for that. He always. Are you talking about Yahya? You know what the thing is though? After he weighed in, you see those guys when they're or when he's before when he was getting ready to weigh in, most of those guys just drop their pants, walk up to the scale. He had to actually sit down in a chair. He was so weak, he had to sit down in a chair to take off his pants to go step on the scale. Yeah, did. Yeah, and the guy's 36, so he's not in his prime anymore. He's got, I don't know. That's why I can't. He might always look like that, but I can't. So anyway, I like the last one we just. What did we just say? Hapqarast, Cirkunov, Gloria Paula. I like that one. I'm gonna bet it on. Let's see. I'm gonna bet it on Bet Online though, because I don't have a big bank over Bovada, because they have too much live betting there. Okay. You only make a 4-leg. I put Martinez in too. Charles Jourdain. How about that's a good one too? Do you like Charles Jourdain?
I picked Jourdain to win, but I would stay away from that. He is so unpredictable, man. I don't know.
He is. And that Marcelo Rojo, I mean, I don't really know enough about. He looked good on scales. I don't know enough about him to fade him. Okay, Gloria Paula, Hapqarast. That's the sure thing. That's our anchor for our 3-leg. That's our sure thing anchor. And what was the last one? We had Paula, Hapqarast, and Cirkunov. Straight or parlay bet. Oh, they're not letting me do it with Nasrat Hapqarast on Bet Online. So now we're going to replace Hapqarast with Martinez. Hey, buddy. I'm almost done. I will help you. Okay?
It's just a question.
All right. What's the question?
Since there's no ketchup, what should I use instead?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We got Span. That's crazy. I would never take. Ryan Span is my fade of the week. You can tell everybody that. Ryan Span's the fade of the week. We got Cirkunov, Paula, and Martinez. That's who I'm playing. And that pays a plus 234. And got it. Parlay. I'll throw $25. That's heavy for me. I don't like doing those big ones. So that will pay $60. Confirm bet. There you go. There's our 3-leg parlay. It is Jonathan Martinez, Misha Cirkunov, and Gloria Paula. What do you guys think? Good? You're right. After that weigh-in, he's yeah, that's why I said Cirkunov is my favorite, most confident pick on the card. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's lunchtime here in central New York State. So I'm gonna feed my kids. So when the fights start? 5 prelims?
5
o'clock. So go ahead, take a nap.
Bit earlier, but I need to take a nap.
Yeah, I know you do. We're coming up to hour and a half anyway. So, guys, all you guys, I appreciate you hanging out and watching this with us. I hope to see you all on UFC Celebrities and Classics, UFC Vegas 21 watch along tonight. I will be in the chat room. We'll have a good time. We can do some. I'm going to do some live betting. We can throw up all our we keep track of our tallies during the fights. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So I hope I see you all there. And 5. That's right. That's right, Pete. Is 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys. I'm going to end this broadcast. I appreciate it. Be sure to check us out later tonight on Vlad's channel, UFC Celebrities and Classics. Any last words, Vlad?
Thank you all for joining.
Power to the Southpaw.
Yeah, power to the Southpaw powerhouse.
Southpaw. All right, guys. Peace out. See you later.
Bye, everyone.